Thank you. I made a grievous error earlier, and I did not introduce one of the comedians. Went a little bit out of order. I'm going to bring him up right now. You've seen him on Jerry's Spring before. Give it up for Scott Corkin, y'all.
Wow, it's bright up here. Gosh. You know, I do a lot of these places, you know, open mics and comedy shows, and I always feel like a little bit of a fraud. Because I'm really more of a poet than I am a stand-up. But if you read somebody your poetry and they laugh at you, does that make you a comic? Or just a bad poet? But anyway, I'm going to start you off with some love poetry. More accurately, haikus of my favorite sexual positions. I want to get Urban Dictionary out for this. Blunkin is most fun you can have on common toilet. Blunkin is fun way to get toilet dirty. 2 different ways. Blunkin is more fun when she cleans the toilet. First, while naked. The Cleveland Steamer. I shit on my lover's chest. Smells like victory. The Dirty Sanchez. A trip to Mexico with poop-covered dick. The Dirty Sanchez. Everyone's Picasso with poop-covered dick. The Dirty Sanchez. My poop dick says you need an awesome mustache. Here's a new one. The Rusty Trombone. Join the brass section in my poop pants. Lover is like onion, because I always cry when I cut her. With dick up her ass, donkey punch girl's head. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Midget sex donkey, ride to Jerusalem on Joseph's ass. At furry party, animal costumes with sex. Some things are just wrong. Oh gosh, well, all right, so I also do like regular poetry. Here's one about my family. I had a granny who was a tranny. She used to spank me on my fanny. Always sexy, never manly. Never forgot to hide her candy. My granny tranny. And now a story about a friend of mine. Larry was the whitest person ever to attempt to rap. He called himself the White Tiger, but his friends called him Poppin' Fresh. Usually rappers employ tight wordplay, dialogue, dance and performance to rock, whatever house they happen to be at the time. But all of these things were a mystery to Larry. Even the most basic of rap style and braggadocio was far beyond his verbal skill set. Probably because of a realistic appreciation he had for his physical prowess and romantic skills. When he'd jack himself up to write some dope rhymes about the size of his penis, he'd go over to see the Chinese kids until they made him feel stupid, which did not take long. Then he'd go over to the special needs kids and he'd brag about all the dope stylings and rhymes that he could sing until the behavior disorders started rapping themselves. Sad truth is, tard rap was better than anything Larry could accomplish. And he would never go over to see the black kids. They just scared the hell out of him. But there was one thing Larry could always rap about, and that was his sexual conquests. Because Larry was a motherfucker. In that he'd actually had sex with his mother. Doug had told him, Larry, your mom is technically guilty of statutory rape. Can't statutorily rape the willing. It was clear Larry would never be a lawyer. Larry's mom was kind of hazy about this whole incest incident. She'd come home very, two more very drunk. And just he's cloudy about the whole thing, but she does remember waking up in a puddle of spunk and regret. But more than anything, she just wished Larry would shut the hell up about it, just once. But that was never going to happen, because Larry had written his dopest rhyme about the incident. Dropped out my mama's pussy on my face a big grin, but it wasn't too long before I jumped back in. Smacking mom pussy. The law says it's wrong, but I got a bigger dick than the city of Hong Kong. All right, we had a request for a baby rape joke, I think. Tonya was the youngest rape incest survivor ever to give birth. Funny story about that. Tonya was raped simultaneously by her mother, her father, and grandfather while still in her mother's womb. Now that would have been a trick in and of itself if Keith had not been both people simultaneously. Due to a diet of factory-raised, hormone-filled beef and the Jivenses clan interbreeding for 6 generations, the Jivenses have been giving birth younger and younger and younger until little Tonya came into heat 1 month before she was born. Now Keith, or as Tonya would later call him, Grandpa Daddy, was just coming home from the 7-Eleven with loving on his mind. Mama was still greeting at the Walmart, and little Missy, she was coloring on her homeschooling at the table, making Jesus purple. Yeah. Keith thought he was just basting a bun that was already in the oven. But due to his penis of unusual size and the unlikely alignment of both vaginas, little Bubba was conceived. Now Tonya, Missy, she knew something was wrong right away. She was powerful hungry. She was eating for 3 now, kind of like a human turducken. So she crawled into her toy box full of sock monkeys and Happy Meal toys, and she gave birth to little Tonya, cute as a trailer trouble. At Conyers, Georgia, I had to explain this. It's a Star Trek reference. A little thing's born pregnant, eats everything, destroys the planet. Anyway. After playing Conyers, I'm explaining a lot of my jokes a lot more often. So she had. Oh, sorry. I'm done. Sorry about that. Mama, look at this fat baby I done had. That baby ain't fat. That slut's been knocked up.
All right, thank you. The Pratt Falls of open mic comedy. You only get so much time, and then it just lights down. So, anyways, we're gonna keep the show rolling. Got a good buddy of mine coming up. A very funny young man. Let's give it up for Mike Reed, y'all.
All right, give it up for that guy. LOL, right? Total lols all over that shit.